Last March, a paranormal event occurred in a university in Yunnan. Students forced to block doors with tables. It all started because a student jumped off a building. It was around 10 o'clock. By about 12 o'clock came 2 police cars and an ambulance. They took the dormitory student and a dormitory manager away. Just when everyone was speculating whether they would be bailed out, the 6 students inside the 408 heard laughter outside the door. The sound went all the way from the stairway to the end of the hallway. There was some kind of hard object that kept banging on the door of the 408. The students are more energetic, being so noisy in the middle of the night. Under normal circumstances one would lose one's temper. The student closest to the door just tried to open it. The dorm director suddenly stopped her and asked, "Does this laugh sound familiar to you? It seems to be the same person who jumped off the building before." The others reacted only when they heard the words, "It seems so," and this laughter is uninterrupted, as if there was no respite. People in reality are much more obedient than people in movies. They all shrink when they know they might be in danger, and brought out the table and blocked the door. The laughter lasted from 4 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. It was time for morning reading. They checked again and again that there was no movement outside the door before they came out. Under normal circumstances, students would have discussed this during the school day, but they asked around to their classmates. No one heard the sounds of last night. That's not possible. So loud sound even if you sleep more deeply can hear are. But the students acted as if they really didn't know, and they thought that the people in their dorm were scaring people on purpose. The people in the 408 dormitory instantly felt a cold chill down their backs. If they weren't sure last night, they can only believe today. They've been suspicious all day. The feeling of not being understood and not being trusted makes them more afraid. At night, they went back to the dormitory in fear. Halfway down the hall, the president suddenly pointed his finger to the end of the hallway and shouted, "There's something." She quickly took out her phone and took a picture. Right near the ceiling, there's a man floating in midair without feet. Luckily, the dorm director was quick to leave a photo. Otherwise, I'm afraid it would be taken as a joke again. She immediately sent the picture to the class group. In just half an hour it spread to the whole school. The people who don't live there are fine. The people who stayed were very scared. They also pulled out tables and chairs and blocked the dormitory doors. It turned out to be a quiet night in front of the 408, but there were strange noises outside the doors of the 2 dormitories of 428 and 439. They didn't dare to open the door after the experience of 408. The next day, a group of students gathered in front of the administrator and asked to see last night's surveillance. They found a man knocking on the door at 4 a.m. The head and feet were invisible to the night vision camera lens. He knocked for half an hour at the door of 4-0-8 and left. No sound even when walking. Then it's true or not? I just want to say, in this age of phones with tens or even hundreds of millions of pixels, why is every shot of a strange event so blurry? But that can't be helped. After all, the picture is clearer and there will be fewer strange events. And the likelihood of the fakery being discovered is also higher. So they all try to blur the picture as much as possible. And then the authenticity. Pixel stories are happening in WeChat. I struggled to find relevant videos and footage. Just the blurry shadow and the picture of the blocked door. And there's a reversal of this door blocking incident. It was originally a Yunnan netizen who said that this incident. The result is that a circle became her base. So the truth speaks for itself. But no one cares about that. After all, knowing the truth is far less pleasurable than spreading rumors. I often look for such stories in order to collect material. There is usually a link at the bottom of the chat log like this. And usually when you click on this link you go to some strange place. Sometimes I can't help but fall into it. But anyway, I hope you understand, unless the evidence is overwhelming. Otherwise the source of all this may be the sale of adult films.